prepare yourself for a profound exploration of the end times. In this enlightening presentation, we are poised to uncover insights that have often eluded conventional understanding. Delve into a perspective that transcends the boundaries of ordinary faith, challenging even the most steadfast skeptics. Unveil the four subtle signs heralding the imminent return of Christ, unfolding before our very eyes. Brace yourself for the most astonishing revelation, yet the knowledge you are about to acquire has the potential to revolutionize your entire worldview in an instant. Join us as we embark on a journey to unravel the mysteries that lie ahead. The tome under discussion possesses a singular quality, setting it apart from the annals housed within public libraries worldwide. The narrative of the Bible extends from the genesis of the earth to the culmination of existence, encapsulating a breadth of events unparalleled in historical records. One factor contributing to this uniqueness is the absence of eyewitnesses or chroniclers at the dawn of time, rendering it impossible to definitively document the genesis of our world. Nevertheless, we find ourselves as the exclusive custodians of the knowledge regarding its ultimate fate, a responsibility of extraordinary magnitude. The divine revelation of the future to his disciples was not merely to satiate their curiosity, rather, it served the profound purpose of readying them for the unfolding events, ensuring they wouldn't be caught unawares by his imminent return and wouldn't misinterpret the signs heralding it. It's a testament to Jesus' compassion that he shared with humanity the forthcoming events that shape our destiny. The inquiry about whether we're currently residing in the end times is a common one, yet the Bible unequivocally delineates the era of the last days, which has persisted for over 2 millennia. The inception of these last days traces back to Pentecost, where the inaugural prophecy regarding the end times found fulfillment. Consequently, every successive Christian generation is called to inhabit a state of preparedness for the imminent return of the Lord. Within the pages of the Bible lie a multitude of prophetic utterances, totaling 735 across approximately a quarter of its chapters. Remarkably, 596 of these prophecies have already materialized, aligning precisely with the Scripture's literal fulfillment. This staggering statistic indicates an astonishing 81% accuracy rate, with many of these predictions foretold centuries before their actual occurrence. The fidelity of these fulfillments renders belief in the remaining 19% prophetic occurrences a matter of logical deduction rather than blind faith. The Bible stands as a testament to its own reliability, having proven accurate in every prognostication within the realm of possibility up to this juncture. The focus of these unfulfilled prophecies predominantly centers on the return of Jesus Christ and the subsequent events that will unfold. The exact count of these remaining prophecies hovers around 20, a figure that devout believers keenly monitor as they await the anticipated return of the Lord. Jesus' injunction to watch and pray serves as a poignant reminder of the active role believers must adopt in anticipation of his return. Rather than passively awaiting his appearance while fixating on the sky, we are called to attentively observe the unfolding events of the world stage. These events, intricately intertwined with the prophecies articulated in the Scriptures, serve as signposts guiding us towards preparedness for Christ's imminent arrival. In delving into the 24th chapter of Matthew, we encounter the disciples' inquiry regarding the signs heralding Jesus' second coming. In response, Jesus provides a lucid and unambiguous elucidation, a gift for which we express gratitude to the Almighty for its clarity. While the book of Revelation furnishes a more detailed and expansive narrative regarding the end times, Jesus succinctly encapsulates the pivotal signs preceding his triumphant return. This admonition underscores the necessity of spiritual discernment and biblical literacy among believers. By anchoring ourselves in the Word of God and remaining vigilant to the prophetic indicators, we fortify our spiritual posture and navigate the complexities of the present age with unwavering faith. Through earnest prayer and vigilant observation, we align ourselves with the divine trajectory of history, eagerly awaiting the fulfillment of God's redemptive plan. In a private moment atop the Mount of Olives, the disciples sought clarity from Jesus regarding the timing and signs heralding his return and the culmination of the age. Their inquiry was met with a sobering response from the Master. With earnestness, Jesus cautioned his disciples against deception, emphasizing the prevalence of false messiahs who would seek to lead astray the faithful. He forewarned of tumultuous times marked by wars and rumors thereof, urging his followers not to succumb to fear, for such events were but the initial birth pains of a greater unfolding. The discourse took a solemn turn as Jesus prophesied of escalating conflicts among nations and kingdoms, coupled with the emergence of famine and earthquakes across diverse lands. Moreover, he foretold a harrowing future for his disciples characterized by persecution, hatred, and betrayal on account of their allegiance to him. The proliferation of false prophets, he cautioned, would exacerbate the climate of deception, leading many astray. In the face of such tribulations, Jesus imparted a message of resilience and endurance, assuring his followers that those who remained steadfast in their faith would ultimately find salvation. He underscored the universality of the gospel, prophesying its dissemination to the farthest corners of the earth, signaling the imminent fulfillment of divine purpose and the culmination of earthly affairs. Amidst the ominous foretelling of events, Jesus instilled a sense of hope and resolve in his disciples, urging them to remain vigilant, anchored in faith, and unwavering in their commitment to the kingdom's cause. His words served as both a warning and a source of comfort, guiding his followers through the tumultuous seas of human history towards the dawn of redemption and eternal glory. A momentous day will arrive when the prophetic words of Daniel regarding the abomination of desolation standing in the holy place come to pass. Reader, heed these words with utmost attention. In that time, those dwelling in Judea must swiftly flee to the mountains, showing no regard for personal belongings or comforts. The tribulation will be especially severe for pregnant women and nursing mothers, and it is prayed that their flight does not coincide with winter or the Sabbath, for the anguish will surpass any prior hardship known to humanity, never to be equaled again. Indeed, were it not for the divine intervention to abbreviate the time of distress, no mortal would endure. Yet for the sake of God's chosen, the days of calamity will be truncated. Therefore, if anyone proclaims, "Here is the Messiah," or "There he is," do not be swayed, for false messiahs and prophets will arise, wielding great signs and wonders to mislead, if possible, even the elect. Be forewarned, for these deceivers will falsely declare the Messiah's presence in remote locations or hidden places. Just as lightning streaks across the sky from east to west, so too will be the coming of the Son of Man. As vultures congregate where there is a carcass, these signs herald the imminence of the end times. Therefore, remain vigilant and discerning, for the hour approaches when all shall be revealed, and the Son of Man shall appear in glory. Following the tribulation of those tumultuous days, celestial signs will unfold, the sun will darken, the moon shall withhold its radiance, and stars will plummet from the heavens, while the very foundations of the cosmos shall tremble. Then, as the crescendo of anticipation reaches its peak, the sign of the Son of Man will illuminate the skies, triggering profound mourning among all the inhabitants of the earth. They shall witness the majestic descent of the Son of Man upon the clouds of heaven, clothed in power and resplendent glory. With a mighty trumpet blast, he shall dispatch his angels to assemble his chosen ones from every corner of the globe, from the farthest reaches of the earth to the heights of the heavens. Reflect, therefore, upon the parable of the fig tree. Just as its tender twigs and blossoming leaves herald the imminent arrival of summer, so too shall the unfolding of these prophesied events signal the imminence of his return, poised at the very threshold. Verily I say to you, this generation shall not pass away until all these things come to fruition. Though heaven and earth may fade into oblivion, the enduring truth of my words shall remain indelible. Yet the precise day and hour of these events remain veiled, known solely to the Father, beyond the ken of angels and even the Son himself. Within this discourse, Jesus delineated 4 unmistakable signs of his imminent return. What, then, are these pivotal indicators that he has bestowed upon us? The initial sign manifests as calamities besieging the world, manifesting in various forms such as wars, famines, and earthquakes. While these occurrences have been pervasive for over 2 millennia, their frequency and intensity amplify as the culmination draws near. Wars, both declared and impending, seismic tremors, and widespread hunger afflict the globe. Jesus, in his wisdom, admonishes against deception, reiterating this caution as the denouement approaches. The peril of deceit looms ominously, both within the ecclesiastical realm and beyond its confines. In this context, Jesus alludes to the emergence of false Christs and pseudo-saviors who exploit the tumult of natural disasters to masquerade as deliverers. Tragic instances abound where individuals, claiming divine authority, lead followers into desolate realms, culminating in despairing outcomes. Yet, amidst the chaos, numerous false prophets profess to be the long-awaited redeemer from worldly afflictions. Paradoxically, as societal challenges escalate, the proliferation of counterfeit liberators ensues. Nonetheless, Jesus implores us not to succumb to alarm or trepidation at the onset of fresh conflicts, tragedies, or famines. His profound assertion delineates these distressing events not as death knells but as the pangs of childbirth. Thus, when the media reports calamities, they herald the dawn of a transformative era. This paradigm shift ought to revolutionize our perspective. With foresight into the world's trajectory, we should neither be disheartened nor perturbed as the masses are, for the upheavals in our midst signify the labor pains of a nascent reality. Consequently, our disposition diverges significantly. While we extend empathy to those ensnared in adversity, our hearts brim with hope. Anticipation burgeons within us for the advent of a renewed existence, shielding us from despondency amid global turmoil. In essence, Jesus advises us not to succumb to panic or disturbance, but rather to rejoice, recognizing these events as harbingers of a new era. The second indication of his imminent return does not manifest in worldly occurrences, but within the realm of the church. The initial warning manifests through global calamities, while the subsequent sign pertains to transformations within the church. Analogous to the segmentation of the first sign into wars, earthquakes, and famines, the second sign is delineated into three components, all within the ecclesiastical domain. Firstly, persecution looms. Christians will face animosity across all nations. Secondly, a notable decline in the church's size will transpire. The fervor of many will wane. As the entire body of believers contends with universal persecution, numerous nominal Christians, if not all genuine adherents, will forsake their faith amid the weight of oppression, leading to a chilling diminishment of their ardor. This represents a profoundly disheartening development. The revelation embedded within the third facet of the sign is profound. The gospel will reverberate across all racial divides. This proclamation of the gospel stands as the pivotal aspect of the sign. A refined, smaller assembly of believers will wield a magnified influence on a global scale. This elucidates Jesus' underlying message. False prophets pose a formidable threat, weaving a web of deception that ensnares many. Amidst turmoil, they peddle a veneer of peace, offering solace in turbulent times. Rather than confronting societal issues, they offer false reassurance, proclaiming, "All is well, catastrophe is not imminent." Jesus urges steadfastness, warning against succumbing to the allure of false prophets. Those who endure through adversity will ultimately find salvation. When the church faces widespread condemnation from the world, Jesus' counsel resonates with all Christians. But why must it unfold in this manner? The answer lies in the coexistence of wheat and tares, growing together until reaching maturity, intensifying the tension between them. Consequently, Christians find themselves under escalating pressure as the end draws near. As social outliers, Christians are destined to encounter animosity. Our allegiance lies not in this world but in the heavenly realms. Our distinctiveness invites hostility, mirroring the rejection Jesus faced during his earthly ministry. John 15:19 underscores this reality. If you belong to the world, it would love you as its own. As it is, you do not belong to the world, but I have chosen you out of the world. That is why the world hates you. Enduring scorn is an unpleasant reality. This brings us to the third harbinger of the end times, the distress of Jerusalem. Its geographical scope remains confined. Jesus alludes to Daniel's prophecies, specifically the mention of the abomination of desolation thrice within Daniel's writings. What significance lies behind these events? It revolves around a figure, a man who positions himself within the very heart of Jerusalem, asserting his divinity and rejecting all authority but his own. This tyrant's emergence will resonate globally, yet the epicenter of his power will be Jerusalem, the revered city of God. Jesus then reveals the fourth sign of his imminent return, an unmistakable indicator that will render false prophets and messiahs obsolete, eliminating deception swiftly. This pivotal moment heralds the dimming of natural light. The sun will fade, and the stars will plummet from the heavens. Numerous biblical prophecies allude to this cataclysmic event. Isaiah prophesies the heavens will be rolled up like a scroll. All the stars in the sky will be dissolved. The celestial realm will collapse, akin to withered leaves falling from a vine or shriveled figs dropping from a tree. Natural illumination will vanish, replaced by artificial light to illuminate the earth. People may wonder, what is happening? This is the moment when Christians will declare, the sun, stars, and moon will cease to shine. Preceding this event, God will extinguish the celestial lights, preparing for the brilliance of the lightning that accompanies his return. His descent will not occur in a terrestrial arena, for no earthly venue could accommodate such a vast assembly. Instead, we will meet him in the air, a breathtaking prospect. When you witness these signs, recognize that he stands at the threshold, ready to return. Jesus offers a simple analogy involving a fig tree, yet its interpretation often eludes many. He illustrates, "Learn this lesson from the fig tree. As soon as its branches get tender and its leaves come out, you know that summer is near." Jesus conveys that when you observe these events unfolding, you will discern the season. The fig tree analogy is not allegorical but a straightforward illustration drawn from everyday experiences, a hallmark of Jesus' teaching style. Just as the fig tree heralds the onset of summer, so too do these four signs signify the imminent arrival of profound change. While we have explored remarkable signs together, much remains veiled. Stay updated by subscribing and enabling notifications to uncover forthcoming revelations. Share this knowledge, engage with our community through likes and comments, and embark with us on this ongoing journey of enlightenment and mystery. Until the next video, farewell.